Today's story, The Gift of Time. We have also added this story to our playlist, where you can find all our channel stories at one place for your convenience. Let's begin. It had been years since Emily had visited her grandmother's house. The small cottage at the edge of the woods held a lifetime of memories. Summers filled with laughter, the scent of her grandmother's fresh-baked bread, and the warmth of stories shared by the fireplace. But after her grandmother passed away, Emily hadn't been able to bring herself to return. The house had been sold, and with it, the last piece of her childhood. But today, something had drawn Emily back. She parked her car in the old driveway, her heart heavy with nostalgia. The house looked the same, though the garden was overgrown and the paint on the porch had begun to peel. Everything seemed frozen in time, as though the years had not touched it at all. She stepped out of the car and walked to the front door. As her hand reached for the doorknob, she felt a sudden wave of emotion, as if her grandmother might still be inside, waiting for her. Taking a deep breath, Emily entered the house. Inside, it was quiet. Dust covered the furniture, and the room smelled faintly of old wooden memories. The kitchen, where her grandmother had spent hours cooking, looked untouched. As Emily wandered through the house, she found herself in the living room, standing before the large bookshelf where her grandmother had kept all her favorite novels. But one book, a small, leather-bound journal, caught her eye. It wasn't one of the many novels. This was something different. Curious, Emily pulled the journal from the shelf and opened it. Inside, the pages were filled with neat handwriting, each entry dated with a specific day. At the top of the first page, her grandmother had written, "For Emily, when the time is right." The words on the page were a letter, addressed to Emily. It read, "Dearest Emily, if you're reading this, then the time has come for you to understand what I've always known, the importance of time itself. In this life, we often forget to cherish the moments we have, too busy with the rush of the world. But time, my dear, is a gift, and it's up to us to decide how we use it. I hope you'll take this journal and remember the importance of living fully, of savoring every moment, and of never taking time for granted. Love, Grandmother." Emily felt her heart swell as she read the letter. She had always been so caught up in the pressures of life, rushing from one task to another, that she had forgotten to appreciate the little things. This letter, this gift from her grandmother, reminded her of everything she had lost touch with, the quiet moments, the joy of simply being. As she closed the journal, Emily felt a sense of peace settle over her. Her grandmother's presence, her wisdom, had never truly left her. It was in every word she had written, in every lesson she had taught, even in the gift of time, with renewed purpose. Emily left the house, knowing that she would carry her grandmother's lesson with her for the rest of her life.